First up today in this video of pitting one character up against the other to find pointless similarities in the hopes of proving one character is somehow superior. The newest rootinest tootinest marksman in Overwatch, Ashe. Once a young lady born into a life of wealth, and due to her parents not giving her the time of day, duty calls as it goes, she made a few bad choices that she would tell you was good choices, and met a shady fellow named Jesse McCree. Yes, this bad boy from the West led her to a life of petty crime. With her hulking butler in tow, this awakened something in her. Outwitting would-be victims and getting away with her crimes brought her such joy, she left her life of comfort, foot scrubs, spas and lattes behind to live a life of an outlaw. She became one of the founders of the Deadlock gang and started making a name for herself as her heists became more elaborate. And after laying down some ground rules with rival gangs and putting their little violent disagreements to rest, Ashe became a notorious outlaw, and Little Miss Pampered No More was on the top of the most wanted list. Up next, we have the pinnacle of high society and the very example of pompous, spoilt royalty, Lian, scion of House Ico. Lian was a crafty little ashen-haired girl who made absolutely sure she was the heir to the Ruby Throne. Her fervent dedication to family, kind of like a mafia, earned her the ego-intensifying title of Scion, further inflating the pompousness. But, let it be known, her skill with a rifle was no joke, as it won such a pompous family's respect, so therefore, it was undoubtedly prodigious. One fateful day came when the magistrate called for all snobbish houses' loyalty to come to their aid. Lian was honor-bound to join, and with her giant ironclad of a bodyguard Khan tagging along, they head off to serve the magistrate. Let's run the scenarios. Who would be bested in a fight with rifles? And with their background of entitlement, who is the most egotistical? A basic gun versus a magical heirloom gun. Pish posh, magic wins every time, using Final Fantasy logic, that is. Okay, now that we're past that charade, let's check their similarities, shall we? Ashe has white hair. Check. Ashe came from a life of wealth. Check. Ashe has a clanky, hulking bodyguard. Checkerino. Both display ridiculous arrogance. Check. Ashe reveres family to be highly important. Check. Ashe uses a semi-automatic weapon. Check. Ashe uses more than one weapon. No. Ashe's abilities uses explosives. No. Ashe's ultimate summons her large, clanky bodyguard that charges at foes. Well, yeah and no. Lian does have a large, clanky bodyguard, and he does charge at foes. But he isn't part of her abilities, man. So that's like, it's like a close one. Let's count it down. That's 6 checks, 2 nopes, and 1 close. So, using foolproof deduction and facts, Ashe is clearly a Lian imposter. Yeah, but you know, she's like from a different universe, man, and she's like an outlaw, so it kinda doesn't matter. Yeah, it kinda doesn't matter, man. Is there anybody else we should compare, man? Just let us know.